From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Quickly to the air is Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Bravo! Block it.
On first down, Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid. The turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. They'll run here with Pierce. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Once more, it's Pierce. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Pierce. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
Here we
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from the head. He's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass, because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he's got some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Go. Squeeze, get in there. Let's go.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hall again. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Ready.
They'll run with Carter. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Now receiver in motion left.
Lock it.
On second down, a run with Hall. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. His kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Takes it at the 7. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ball again. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The Jets at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Moore, the man in motion.
General, West. Smoke. I-7, let's go. Delta.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running left, it's Hall. It's a room to maneuver. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
First down, Murray. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 110 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Murray. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll go again with Hall. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. They'll give to Hall. They'll give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Hall again on 2nd down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll run with Hall. They find some open field here. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And down he goes throws, but he takes it up to the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A final shot before half for Murray. And I think the ball's out, and this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery, and that is how we conclude this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 163 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer. Because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game. Because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Room here to run. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown, and cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Murray fighting, lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Murray. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over first and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Set, go.
Hall on a give up the middle. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Lock it. Check, check. Go.
Moore, the man in motion. Hall again on 2nd down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Flushed out right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
In motion left is Wilson.
Squeeze, get in there.
They'll run with Hall. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times, and you can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Ready, ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And some room to work. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Straight ahead is Hall. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a give to Hall. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Pulled in at the 24. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Pierce gets this one running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now Murray's got to have this one. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now Hall to start the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hall again on 2nd down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Hall again on 2nd down. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play.
Got it.
Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. On 3rd down, here's Hall. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.